Start.
Good morning, dear students. How are you, children? Children, today we are going to study about the chemical property of metal. Okay. In this video, children, I will tell you about what happens when metal react with oxygen, when react with acid, and when react with chlorine. And I will also tell about the nature or the characteristic of the product when metal react with oxygen, when metal react with acid, and when metal react with chlorine. Clear, children? Now let's start first. Reaction of metal with oxygen. See what happens when metals burn in oxygen. So please keep in your mind that when metal burns in oxygen, means react with oxygen, children, they always give the product that is metal oxide. Clear, children? And the nature of this metal oxide will be basic in nature. Okay, now let us see, children, how it happens. Suppose when sodium metal react with oxygen or bonds in oxygen, children. Clear? So it forms metal oxide, that is sodium oxide, children. Now please pay attention. I will tell you how this metal form the product when it react with oxygen, children. Clear? Now first we have to separate which atom is taking participate in the reaction, children. Sodium and oxygen. Now the atomic number of sodium is 11 and atomic number of oxygen is 8. Now write their electronic configuration. 2, 8, 1 by Bohr-Bury theorem. Separate their electron by Bohr-Bury theorem, children. 2, 8, 1. 2, 6. Now sodium tries to attain stability by losing one electron, because when sodium loses one electron, the outermost shell of sodium is completely filled. So this sodium loses one electron and form Na plus. Clear, children? Now oxygen. When this oxygen gains 2 electrons to attain stability, children, this is oxygen. But when this oxygen gains 2 electrons, it forms oxygen 2 minus, and that is known as oxide. Is that clear, children? This is oxygen, and when this oxygen gains 2 electrons to attain stability, it forms oxygen into oxide. Clear? Now this sodium and this oxide combine and form the product Na2O. Is that clear, children? So okay, children, now we have already formed the product, that is sodium and oxide. Clear, children? Now balance it. Here 2 oxygen, here is 1 oxygen. Okay, so according to law of conservation of mass, total number of atoms should be equal on both sides. Now there is 2 oxygen, there is 1 oxygen, so multiply by 2 to balance oxygen, children. 2 oxygen, 2 oxygen. Now sodium is 4, 2 2 ja 4. Now multiply by 4. Now it is already balanced, children. 4 sodium, 4 sodium, 2 oxygen, 2 oxygen. Now clear, children, how the metal react with oxygen and form metal oxide. Children, potassium also react with oxygen and form potassium oxide. Now second example, children. When potassium react with oxygen, it forms potassium oxide. Now see, potassium separate the atom, potassium and oxygen. Atomic number of potassium is 19 and 8. Clear children? Write the electronic configuration 2, 8, 8, 1, 2, 6. So potassium tries to attain stability by losing one electron. So when potassium loses one electron, it forms K plus. One electron, 1 plus. If it loses two electron, there will be 2 plus. Clear children? Now oxygen. When oxygen gains electron to attain stability, it form 2 minus. When it gains 1 electron, it forms 1 minus. When it gains 2 electron, it forms 2 minus. Now this potassium combined with this oxide children. Now this is oxygen and this is oxide by gaining 2 electron. So it forms K2. Clear children? Now balance it. When there is 2 oxygen, there is 1 oxygen. Clear? So 2 multiply by 2, 2 oxygen, 2 oxygen. Now 2 2 jar 4 potassium, multiply by 4 potassium. Clear children? Now please note in your copy children, sodium and potassium are highly reactive. Clear children? Being a more reactive, potassium and sodium react in oxygen and catch fire, also start burning when kept open in air. Clear? That is why this potassium and sodium. Okay children? So being a highly reactive, sodium and potassium, whenever they come contact in oxygen, moisture or carbon dioxide, they react vigorously with them and catch fire easily. That is why these metal means sodium and potassium are always stored in under kerosene oil to prevent from moisture or oxygen. Now children, I will tell you about the nature of metal oxide. Clear? How this metal oxide show the characteristic that is basic in nature. Okay children, we will see how the metal oxides show basic in nature. See children, this example. When sodium oxide dissolve in water, when metal oxide like sodium oxide dissolve in water, it always form the metal hydroxide. Clear children? Means sodium hydroxide. You can see children, when this metal oxide dissolves in water, it always gives the compound containing hydroxide ion. When potassium oxide dissolves in water, it also gives potassium hydroxide. Clear children? Now we are seeing that children, this compound containing hydroxide ion in aqueous solution when dissolved in water. So by Arrhenius theory children, in chapter 2 part 3, I have explained that those compound which dissociate and gives hydroxide ion minus when dissolved in water, it means they are called base. Clear? Once again I repeat, those compound which dissolve in water and gives hydroxide ion minus, these compounds are called base. So sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide contains hydroxyl or hydroxide ion minus. That is why the nature of these compounds are basic. It means being basic, they change the color from red litmus to blue. Clear children? See children, there are also some metal oxide which show both the property of acid as well as base. Clear children? In previous I had explained that metal oxide are always found in basic in nature, but there are few also metal oxide which show both the property of acid as well as base. and these metal oxide are known as amphoteric oxide. Clear children? For example, aluminum oxide, zinc oxide. Clear? These metal oxide show both the property of acid as well as base. Let us clear children by taking an example. Aluminum oxide react with HCl. Clear? This is acid children, hydrochloric acid. Aluminum oxide react with base. This is base children because it contains hydroxyl ion. Now, with the help of product children, we can identify the nature of this oxide. Clear? Now, separate into their ions. Aluminum contains 3 plus, oxygen contains 2 minus. Clear? When it breaks, it gives H plus and Cl minus. Now, positive charge attract negative charge. Now, it form the product AlCl3 plus H plus 2 minus, that will be H2. Now, this is water children. This is salt and this is acid. So, in chapter first, we have read about that when acid react with base, they always gives salt and water, and this reaction is known as neutralization reaction. So children, this compound is behaving like a base because when acid react with base, only it gives salt and water. Clear? Now here the aluminum oxide is behaving like a base. Clear? Now second example. Separate into their ions. Aluminum Al3 plus, oxygen 2 minus. But children, keep in your mind, this aluminum firstly oxidized with this oxygen. Okay, this aluminum oxidized with this oxygen and formed the radical aluminate. Clear? And this hydrogen react with this oxygen and form water. Once again children, this aluminum oxidized with this oxygen and form the radical aluminate, and this hydrogen oxidized with this oxygen and form water. Now the remaining is sodium. So, and sodium contains plus charge. When it combines NaAlO2, sodium aluminate, and this is a type of salt. Now children, salt and water, then this will be also the combination of acid and base. Now here is base, and now this aluminum oxide. So children, in this reaction, aluminum oxide behaving like a base, and in this reaction, aluminum oxide is behaving like a acid. Clear children? Now we will see how zinc oxide show both the property of acid and base. Look at this example children. We will see how the zinc oxide show both the property of acid and base. See, when zinc oxide react with base, what is the product form? Clear? So, on the basis of product form, we will clear out the nature of this metal oxide. So, separate into their ions children. Zinc contains 2 plus charge, oxygen contains 2 minus charge. This H plus contains Cl minus. Now, positive charge attract negative charge. So children, it forms ZnCl2 plus H2O. Now this is water and this is salt. Clear, children? Now salt and water is formed. So children, here zinc oxide is behaving like a base. Okay, it means when acid react with base, then they will give salt and water. So here zinc oxide is behaving like a base. Clear, children? Now second example, zinc oxide react with base. This is base, children, because it contains hydroxyl ion minus. So what is the product form, children? First, this zinc oxidized with this oxygen and form the radical zinc. Ready? So this zinc oxidized with this oxygen and form the radical zincate. Clear, children? And now this hydrogen oxidized with this oxygen and product form, this will be water. Clear, children? Now the remaining is sodium. It gives Na plus. So when positive charge react with negative charge, it gives Na2ZnO2, and that is salt. So children, the product is salt and water. It means there is a combination of acid and base. Now sodium hydroxide is base, and now here zinc oxide is behaving like a acid. So children, in both example we can see the here zinc oxide is behaving like base, and in this reaction zinc oxide is behaving like a acid. So children, there are few metal oxide which show both the property of acid and base, and these metal oxides are known as amphoteric oxide. Clear, children? Please note, children, iron metal does not burn in air. Okay, even on strong heating, iron reacts with oxygen on heating to form iron third or second oxide. Clear, children? Fe3O4. Clear, children? Yeah. Thus, children, the reaction of iron with oxygen takes place less rapidly than that of zinc. Clear, children? So iron is less reactive than zinc. And please note that a piece of iron metal does not burn in air, but iron filings particles burn vigorously when sprinkled in the flame of burner. Clear, children? Now second, copper metal. Okay, copper metal also does not burn in air. Even on strong heating, copper reacts with oxygen of air and gives a black substance that is known as copper oxide, children. It's found in brown in color. When it burns on strong heating, it gives a black color compound that is known as copper oxide, children. Now the reaction of copper with oxygen takes place even less readily than that of iron. So we can say a copper is less reactive than iron. Now children, third, silver and gold. Silver and gold. Silver and gold do not react with oxygen even at high temperature because they are still less reactive. Clear? Now see the question, children. A brown substance X on heating gives black compound Y. State. Identify the X. What is the nature of compound Y and what is the pH of Y? So as earlier I explained that when copper metal solution, when copper metal, copper found in brown in color, when copper metal react with oxygen even at high temperature, on giving strongly high temperature, this copper combine with oxygen and gives copper oxide, which is black in color. So this is X. So the X will be CuG. First. Second, what is the nature of compound Y? So children, compound Y is copper oxide. So children, please remember that I have told that metal oxide always found in basic in nature. So copper is metal, so it form metal oxide. So the nature of compound Y will be basic in nature. Now third, what is the pH of Y? Being basic in nature, the pH of this compound Y will be more than 7. Is it clear, children?